What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. This video, first off, I want to give a special shout out to Little Green Candle in our Discord. Now, I come over here this morning, and the very first thing I typed in was, "Morning, everybody. I have a question. How did the Amazon rumor get started? I'm trying to remember who broke the news of a possible merger first." All right. Then, I mean, we get our orders on time. That's where we're talking about up here. McDonald's doing a major layoff, and they're saying it's because they want to put in the robot restaurant workers. But I don't think it's because they want to do that. I think they're forced to do that. All right, because I mean, be honest with you people, and you might not continue watching the video after this, but where the fuck did everybody go? Huh? We went on lockdown, we come back. There's nobody to fill these jobs anymore. People say, people laying on their ass. Bullshit. People ain't laying on their ass no more. Maybe in a few places they still doing that shit, but other than the rest of the country, everybody's back to work. And there's a shortage of work people. Where the fuck is everybody at? That's a whole nother. I'm going to go get me some aluminum foil and make me an aluminum foil hat today. I'm going to talk to y'all about where everybody fucking went. But anyway, that's why I said, well, at least we'll get our food on time and it'd be right. And she says she don't eat that anymore. She says, good morning. And I said, I got some good-ass content I'm working on right now. I think there is an Amazon deal on the table. And I got a thumbs up. So let me see it, because it tells me. Little Green Candle thumbed it up. All right. Then she says, seems that way. Why would AA be ducking things on Twitter? Another leak? Or they didn't get rid of the right guy last leak? All right. And I said, woman, you've read my damn mind. Check it out, people. All right. What she's referring to is, like I said, I think there's probably an Amazon deal on the table. And that's why Adam Aaron's fucked up right now and tweeting the way he's tweeting. And I'm going to show y'all why I believe that in the last tweet on 4/2 that he did. All right. Before we get started on all that, let me show you this tweet so that we can all be on the same page. Do y'all remember this tweet? Of how on Jeopardy they had placed, we come to this place for, as a category, magic as a category, and Nicole Kidman. And Adam Aaron tweeted that if you look at these all together, they say the part of the commercial for AMC. Now, a lot of people looked at that and said, oh, that's cool and everything. But you know what I saw when I seen that? That told me that's the power of their reach. All right? They was flexing their muscle to somebody and saying, you don't believe me? Watch Jeopardy tonight. And this came up to prove whatever's going on at AMC, and they wanted to flex their muscles. Yeah, they showed them in this Jeopardy category just how far their reach can be. Now just keep that in mind as I talk to you about why I believe there's going to be an Amazon deal, and why Little Green Candle started off her thesis of, well, it appears as if there's another leak, or they didn't get the first leak fixed. She's referring to this tweet by Adam Aaron, where he said, and I'm going to dissect this shit, watch this, some Wall Streeters play such shameful games with AMC. All right, so right there we know it's some Wall Streeters. We don't know who. But they're playing shameful games with AMC. They leak to the press AMC liquidity fear. All right? So they leaked it. They leaked this to the press. And it's made him mad. Who? Some Wall Streeters. Their fudge spreading is not illegal, but is evil and irresponsible. All right? Now, somebody has leaked fear of liquidity issues for AMC to the press. And he says it's not illegal for him to do that, but it's irresponsible. Now, when this came out, I said, oh, really? There's a leak. Who's on the board? So we started watching the board, and sure enough, two people ended up retiring within a couple of weeks of this, of him saying there's a leak. 2 people are removed from the board and 2 other people take their place. All right. So I don't know if you've been following his tweets and y'all understand that, but there was this tweet that somewhere there was a leak that had spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt in AMC's liquidity crisis, and it was irresponsible. It was somebody from the board. And we waited, and sure enough, 2 people were removed from the board of AMC, and 2 more people took their place. So when Little Green Candle made reference to the leak, and we thought we had got the leak and got them off the board and put 2 more people in their place, we thought we had got the leak. But apparently we didn't, and we're going to get to that in another minute or two. Right now, though, what's important is I'm thinking to myself, what did they leak? And, I mean, why? What's going on? What is somebody trying to stop where they would leak information that shouldn't be leaked out to the press and trying to stop? And he tells you in the next sentence, we just raised $162 million of new cash in the past 90 days. See, they're in the middle of something here. Then he tweets about Highcroft and he gets right here. And this is the first time something falls through. He was in the middle of a deal with Regal and Cineworld to purchase some of their buildings, and he wanted to use APE as a payment. All right? And something happened to the deal, and they said, man, fuck y'all. We'd rather go bankrupt than to have APE. You understand? That's what happened right here. They were in talks with Cineworld. Somebody leaked something right here. They're in talks with Cineworld, and the deal falls through. All right, to get some Regal theaters, and they want to buy 8. And they said, man, we don't want that shit. We'd rather be bankrupt. All right? While at the same time, on the 21st, on the 22nd, we hear of the Antara deal going through and making the $110 million in the 90 days. They raised this much. That's what he said right here, wasn't it? Yeah, right here. All right, raise this much. He's telling us now. He's going ahead and telling everybody because somebody's already leaking everything. So whatever the leak was, shut down the Regal deal, and Antara deal went on through. But it got amended several times. All right? So everybody knew AMC was having liquidity issues. This was something else. But if you follow the story, because the story is important, all right? That Cineworld and Regal were in talks with AMC, and it's at this time, December 21st, that they back out the deal and say no go. And that they'd rather be bankrupt than accept APE as a payment. All right? And he's going to mock them later on. But then that deal fell through because of the leak, and the Antara deal was exposed that they had to go ahead and tell everybody about it. That's what was going on in December. All right. Now let's fast forward to today and let's see what's going on. And then you're going to connect the dots just like Little Green Candle has. All right. So we're going to scoot up to, I'm looking at my notes. They're not hedgy notes. It's just he tweets so fucking much I had to write down the dates. Let me look it up real quick. Here, we're caught up now to March 24th. Many Twitter reports to me indicating 9.3 trillion apes are outstanding or have a 409 billion market. Clearly both wrong. Either a data service inexcusably is in error, or someone criminally photoshopped bogus numbers. To the extent possible, will aggressively chase this. Now, this is the first time in 2 years he's ever addressed this. And we have repeatedly told him about the glitches, and he's never said anything about it. Now he's going to aggressively pursue it. And let's watch as the thread goes up. Next one is, insert curse word here. All right, right here. Market Watch currently showing 93.79 billion apes outstanding. Clearly wrong. Wildly so. We are calling them now, demanding this get corrected immediately. See, he's not even taking into consideration that perhaps those numbers are correct. All right, and that maybe we need to look into it. He's saying he's going to demand that they change this. So that's pretty aggressive, like he said. But I just don't feel like that's the right approach. I believe he should say, prove your numbers, is what I think he should say. But anyway, also reviewing many other data sources to check for accuracy. So, curse word here, irresponsible, that they publish false information. All right. So, curse word here, irresponsible. Notice how he don't really curse. He just uses the phrase curse word here. You could just put that in there. But then watch how he gets more aggressive. All right. Now he's telling us how great the store is doing, our theater is doing. All right. And food and beverage sales. So he's pumping up the stock. He's pumping up the movie. He's ready to go. I don't think you want to go to fucking Boston. I ain't gonna lie, Adam. You might want to change your mind. Then he's fucking kissing ass to the retail again. Look at it. We got another great idea. And it was San Diego. I told him that's number 3 on the electric vehicles list. And then right here, he's holy cannoli, we broken another record. Man, he's just pumping this shit. Now I want to know why why did we have to do the dilution if we told you this would happen anyway and we'd be making all this money. But that's for another story. But we go on up to the next one. Update 1 week later on the incorrect post of our market cap and number of AMC shares and APE units. Sheer expletive. 7 letters rhymes with ducking. Incompetence at irresponsible data services after much prodding by us. Listen now, I'm going to get to a point here. All right. Notice how he just increased from March 24th. Insert a curse word here. All right. And he's advanced his aggression to this. Where he don't say insert a curse word, he's going to do the expletive marks, and then just to make sure, 7 letters rhymes with ducking. All right. Now, one thing you need to understand about Twitter, and I know you do, you only get 144 characters, I believe. All right. So, for you to go out of your way to say 7 letters rhymes with ducking, all right, first off, we're not that stupid. We know what the fuck you meant when you did that. But for you to take up that extra space is showing us something else. And as you go forward and we see an even bigger aggression, you start using the word straight out itself. Where does he say it? All right. But then comes along this ducking website. See how he's wanting to say it? He's trying to be one of us. He's like, I'm one of y'all, man. I'm this duck, buck, cluck, blah, blah, blah. Boy, he's on a rampage, huh? No, what he's doing is, I believe somebody has leaked this data to the press. All right, that's why it's showing up everywhere. Somebody has opened the book and let them see, and boom, we're starting to see the results of it, and that's upsetted Adam Aaron. Yeah, he's like, hold up. Now here's another motherfucker. Either it's, and this is where little green candle gets her theses. Either they didn't get the first motherfucker when they stopped the Regal deals with the movie theaters, or the Antara deal, all right, they didn't get that leak. Maybe it's the same leak. Maybe the same person's still there, and they've leaked this information, and it's pissed Adam Aaron off. Now, let's wrap this up. 15 hours ago, he tweets this. The correct numbers using latest public releases on our outstanding securities as of 3/14 were 929.8 million APE, 517.6 million AMC, right around 4 billion market cap. With huge dollars at stake, data services must be much more diligent and vigilant. They must get this right! Exclamation point. Now, I'm going to go back to the original question I had earlier. Why? We have been preaching this for 2 years. Why is this all of a sudden an issue with Adam Aaron. Tells you right there. Look, with huge dollars at stake, data services must be more diligent and vigilant. All right? There's huge dollars at stake. There's always been huge dollars. No, it's always been our money at stake. All right? There's huge dollars at stake. Something's going on. Somebody's leaking shit they shouldn't be leaking out, such as these glitches we're seeing, and those are the real numbers that are possibly out there. Yeah. And it's pissed him off. Why? Because that exposes everything. And whoever is in talks with huge dollars at stake, which I believe is probably Amazon, because I can see how that would fit in. That's at stake with them keep releasing this data to the data sources. Now what we need the data sources to do is man up and say, no, bitch, this is what we got. And we need to insist that he finds out why. Don't make them change their numbers. Tell us why those numbers are what you're saying they are. And with that, if you agree, let me know down in the comments. And I love you. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next video.